Hey Busy Fit fam, this is Stephen Anderson and I'm your Busy Fit coach. Welcome to week 13, day 6 of your Busy Fit 2.0 Healthy Habits Coaching, and I am so glad that you're here. Failure is your opportunities in disguise. Once you learn how to focus in on that particular fact, you'll realize that many of the things that hold people back are really the things that are going to give you an edge. Now, yesterday we talked about having that big dream and being able to zoom in on that dream. Keep zooming and zooming until you get to that next step that you can control. What is the next step that you can control? You get that done, you get clarity on that and get that done. That's how you keep moving forward. But even with that, you're going to find that sometimes you fail. Now, the failing part is what you want, because that's where the lessons are. If you think about when you go to the gym, you're actually intentionally stressing your system in a certain way to control the failure so that you get the benefit. See, when you fail, your body adapts. When you go to this point where you don't know exactly what's going on, that's when your mind and your body has an opportunity to say, oh, I'm not ready for that, and it adapts. This is the exact principle that happens when it comes to building your body. You go into the gym and you work out, and you break those muscles down to failure, and then your body does what? It adapts. This is what failure does for you mentally. You go in and you make this choice, you have clarity on it, you think it's gonna work, it seems like it should, but then something happens that you didn't expect, and now you have to do what? You have to adapt. This is going to be your, oh man, this is so good that this is your key to keep moving forward. You learn to fail, you learn to adjust, you learn to adapt. Bottom line is you learn how to always find that way to keep moving forward. Now today we're talking about a very, very serious, from an almost life-threatening standpoint when it comes to the reintroduction, and that's reintroduction and food allergies. Food allergies can be extremely serious when it comes to your health. So we want to make sure that if you decide that there is something that you have an established food allergy to and that you just miss so much that you would like to reintroduce it, then this is something that you should not do following your Whole30 as a general rule. Now, there is a caveat to that. If you feel that strongly that you must have it into your eating plan, then do it under a doctor's supervision. Don't go it alone. For the most part, if you want to see if your body is going to react a certain way to something that you have an established allergy to, 30 days probably isn't going to be enough. You probably need like an entire year for you to be away from it, not even just completely away from whatever that substance is before you reintroduce. And even then, you still want to make sure that you're doing it with your physician. So that's going to be the Busy Fit advice, and also this is backed by Melissa Hartwig's approach when she talks about it in the Whole30 guide, which is to make sure that if you have a food allergy, that it's not going to be a good idea in the general sense to reintroduce after your Whole30. All right, now we're on to our calls to action. Of course, we're reading our Busy Fit mindset statements every single day, and we're making sure that we're getting our water in first thing in the morning. We're making sure we're getting our activity in. We're going to do our activity, right? We're going to the gym. We're honoring that commitment to ourselves. We're making sure that we're eating slowly to 80%. Remember to keep thinking about that. Write it down if you have to, because these are things that you should really be practicing over and over again. Make sure that your food, that all of your meals have these components to them, right? Your healthy protein source, you think about that first. Then your vegetables and fruits, they should be colorful, right? And you want to make sure that you have those good healthy fat sources, whether it's nuts, coconuts, or your oils or ghee that you use when it comes to making sure that you have good sources of fat. Don't skimp on that. You want to make sure that you have your prep up for the setup. You're looking at your calendar. You know when you're going to set your day up. Honor that time that you're going to make for your setup, and repeat, repeat, repeat. Repetition, repetition, repetition. These are the things that get you prepared so that you can be successful throughout the week. Now tomorrow we will be looking at an alternative way to reintroduce for some who may be interested in it. And today I have a great video from Inky Johnson. If you don't know his story, it is fantastic. Make sure that you watch it. It's not all about you. And remember that until tomorrow, persist. I will persist until I succeed. I'll never give up. And I'll see you on tomorrow.